Hey Scorpio, welcome to your mid-month April 2020 reading. Not really date specific, it's just easier to navigate the channel that way when I let you know when I'm recording it. I hope this finds you well and safe and healthy. I am sending you love and holding you in protective energy, those in you and those you love. So please, please, please know that I am thinking of everyone and sending you all my best. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing. And for those who are returning, wow, we're kind of growing at lightning speed now. I appreciate you for your continued support, your energy, your feedback, your comments and your interaction, your emails, your booking of private readings. That's been a little, ramping up a bit. And, likely because many of us are at home and have more time available than we would if we were all out working away. So I do appreciate it, but it has definitely required me to put some attention toward my daily structure of time. That's why these are all rolling out slowly this week. Okay, so what I've got for you here is the Spirit Animal Oracle. I'm pulling one card for the masculine, one card for the feminine. We're going to take a look at that. That spirit, a rebirth is assured for the masculine. So Scorpio, this is good for your sun and rising. Scorpio sun and rising. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Go check out, if you're here as a sun sign, go check out the video that aligns with your rising sign. You can also watch the videos that represent the sun and rising of your divine counterpart. Sometimes there are messages for cross watchers there. But bad spirit, a rebirth is assured. It feels very much like the death card. It also feels like the judgment card. This is number 5. 5 is about change. It can also be about instability. And this, if you're going through a rebirth process, that is kind of destabilizing. Also, feel free to reverse the energies once I lay things out. I'm going to say this is over here is going to be my masculine energy and this is going to be the feminine energy. But if you feel I have it reversed, that's fine. Just flip it around. Feminine gets rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. I love that this rhino is surrounded by a wreath of flowers around her neck, softening that that determined forward motion. I would also note, Scorpio, that this is card number 50. 50 reduces to a 5. That 0 is a little extra added support from spirit, from the universe. So we basically have 2 5s here, numerologically speaking. So a rebirth is assured, overcome any obstacle. It feels very interesting to me and very aligned. So now I'm going to pull one card for the Scorpios watching only. So if you're here as a cross watcher and you want one of these cards, go watch your video. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle. They have really lovely, sweet messages. And I thought I would send your way today. Okay, Scorpio. New love. Wow. Whoops, sorry about that. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So the new love is more either in your work, your career path. This could be, and because it combines it with spiritual growth, it could be for those of you who are on the spiritual path, who are light workers, are energy workers, are healers in some form or fashion, that are thinking of taking your gifts and sharing them with the world, much like I'm doing here. So that is what that could be. It could be about embracing that opportunity for a new passion project is how that feels to me. It could also just be new love coming in. That wouldn't be too horrible either for some of you watching. So what I want to do is just take a peek at what's going on. This is a shorter term reading. We're just kind of catching up with the storylines that need to come through, that want to come through. New deck, sticky deck. Okay. Try that one more time. Yeah, that's better. Okay. By the way, the new decks are courtesy of those of you who have made donations to the channel. Oh, look at this. Masculine. Definitely that 5 card. A rebirth. A rebirth here. Tower moment. This is important. This is happening now. Very destabilizing, but it's necessary. So it is definitely moving out of the way, something that this masculine did not take care of themselves. And it's stopping their forward motion. It's stopping their transformation. And so this is the beginning of the transformation. I love it. Very, very much aligned. Feminine gets the world. Endings and new beginnings. So now I feel like this whole new love energy could be very true here. We could have an end of a connection happening right here for some of you Scorpios. For others, it could be the end of an old chapter, the beginning of a new cycle within this connection itself. So you'll have to kind of apply it to your particular situation. Just don't force it. If it doesn't align, it doesn't align. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's just that I'm reading for the collective here. So it will not resonate for everybody. Okay. I forget what I was saying in the meantime, but I got kind of caught off guard by the tower. Yeah. So we're looking for the storylines that want to come through, the most. I have a lot of people watching these days, so sometimes it kind of follows, it flows week to week, and other times it just doesn't. Wow. Whew. I think for some of you, this is a brand new connection that we're looking at. All right. Wow. So I'm paying attention to this masculine first for a minute here. Tower and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning. It is a divine gift of stability, groundedness. It can also represent commitment, a new commitment. It is abundance. It's an offer of abundance. Very powerful energy here. I feel like something's being shifted out of the way for this masculine. Something that wasn't on solid, stable ground has been knocked away. It's very possible that I'm talking to a masculine Scorpio here who has been very impacted by this pandemic on a personal level in terms of their work, their life, their connection, this, you know, within this connection of divine counterparts. It's been profound. It's been, it feels like there's a lot of finality here, and then something brand new is gifted. And if you look at this, the energy of this is, you know, spirit, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is very forgiving in terms of providing a soft place to land before they knock you off your feet, right? That's what I feel here. I feel there's like this hand, you know, offering the stability after something is knocked away for this masculine. Very powerful. In the past, there was a little bit of impulsiveness here. By the way, the Tower is Aries energy, Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and here we have this Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. This can be impulsive. It can be, you know, swashbuckler and brash and the sweep you off your feet kind of energy, but this energy doesn't have staying power. It kind of comes in fast and then it flames out just as quickly. And that might have been what happened in the past that has led to this Tower moment. But yet there's a new beginning here for this masculine. And then we have this Page of Cups. It's a message of love or apology. What I need to clarify is whether it's this masculine offering a message of love or apology, or whether they will be receiving a message of love or apology. We'll look at that in a minute. As I said, feminine comes in here with the world. That is Aquarius and Capricornian energy, as above, so below. It is enlightenment. It is new beginnings. It is completion. So that it's like completion, end of something, beginning of something new. In the past, we have Temperance, more Sagittarius energy. Scorpio, if you're here as the Scorpio feminine, you could be dealing with a Sagittarian. Doesn't have to be, but it's just an energy of not easily being tied down and really having to kind of balance, temper their energies. And that's what temperance is. This card is about. It's about tempering, balancing the energies. It's also a card of patience. And I say that because in the future, more patience is going to be required. Seven of Pentacles for this feminine going forward is about allowing things to grow organically and also being grateful and appreciative of what you already have. So while this gardener here of the tarot, this Seven of Pentacles, more Taurus, Virgo, Capricornian energy, is looking down like kind of like, what's going on? Why aren't you growing? Isn't paying attention to the whole crop he's got stacked up. Do you see what I'm saying? There's like a little bit of a impatience. So these two cards together sort of allude to the need for this feminine to temper her energies. I say her because I'm just saying the word feminine. Temper your energies and be patient and allow things to roll out organically here. And in the middle, what we're talking about is action taking with regard to love. This is a card, the Knight of Cups. It's very much wearing your heart on your sleeve. No feelings to hide. Emotions right there in the cup. It is very deferential energy. It's very romantic. This is someone who loves being in love. Who just is in love with the idea of love. And it feels very hopeful. Right here, I get a lot of hopeful energy right here. And so it's really nice. I'm going to look at it a little more in detail. Yes, and in the extended, I'll pull from that same deck 3 cards here for the connection. And then we'll look at some energetic messages. What are you trying to communicate to each other? Can also pull cards for a message to you from Spirit. That can come through as advice, a warning, confirmation. Queen of Pentacles, Tower with the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but also the energy of taking care of oneself. Grounded, stable. There is an energy here that is very giving and generous, but because it's coming out on top of the Tower, I feel it's more about this masculine taking care of themselves. Sort of putting their head down, putting the oxygen mask on before they help the next person, kind of trying to get the ground under their feet to be stable. Page of Wands, fresh start. It's passionate, it's flirtatious. It's, again, a little impulsive. I'm feeling some impulsivity coming from this masculine. But at least what I feel about this is it's kind of, it's less of a problem than the Knight because it's more of a message. So I feel this message, it's more flirtatious, lighthearted. Hierophant. It feels almost like it's a little bit of teasing. A little bit of teasing with regard to commitment or their feelings about commitment. This could be actually, that could be what is happening here is this Tower moment is with regard to a committed connection. And right now, and it could be that they have been in a committed connection with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone who fits the description of a very grounded, stable person, someone who's generous and kind and compassionate, but practical and very much here in the 3D. And it could be that this masculine is trying to kick up some flirtatiousness with that person, even though this connection is kind of blowing up. Yeah, and underneath is that 5 of Swords. There's been an unfair fight here, some manipulation. I feel either this masculine got played or this masculine played someone else. And that may be part of why this Tower is here. Knight of Wands. Yeah. Big passion. This was a powerful, powerful passionate connection here, Scorpio. Yeah, Virgo energy here. We have a lot of fire, fire, fire. The Sun is happiness. It's feeling protected in your vulnerability. It's bliss. Very joyful, happy energy. So something definitely went wrong because all this energy leads me to believe that while The passion was real. The passion was real. The happiness was there. The staying power was not. That's why we have the Tower coming down with the Hierophant and this Five of Swords. This, you know, you weren't on the same page. It wasn't a fair fight. If one person is playing for keeps and the other one isn't, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. And I do feel like this is a masculine who's trying to communicate in a little bit more of a lighthearted way with that Page of Wands. I don't think it's being received well. Ace of Pentacles, though, in the present energy, new beginning, grounded, stable, abundant even, and very much an offer of commitment. Persevering, interesting, Queen of Swords, yep. Tell me the truth, Four of Wands, are you in or are you out? I'm going to take this card on the bottom because it indicates a fresh start to me. I feel like this, this masculine, we're dealing with the Tower at the same time that something is being placed right underneath it. A brand new beginning. And it could be with this feminine over here. And the Tower could be coming down with someone else, or it could be about this connection from the past, because the Knight of Wands kind of cycles through, returns from the past. But I feel like there's this energy of persevering with regard to life partnership. There's an energy here. This is a twin flame card, 1111. I love this card. But in between the strength card, which is about persevering and overcoming a challenge, and this twin flame is a very serious energy of the Queen of Swords. Truth seeker, truth teller. This is someone who says, let's have a meeting of the minds. Let's cut out all the stuff. You know, no, don't give me any fluff. Let's just cut to the chase. So compassionate, yes, has her hand extended, right? I'll meet you halfway. Let's work through this. And I feel that it's coming from the divine counterpart. But that's an energy of someone who takes no, like none of this Five of Swords stuff. Nope. And while I feel fresh start energy here, I feel this is also potentially some breadcrumbing. Because if we have the Ace of Pentacles to then have the Page to kind of downshift into the Page, tells me that, and this card underneath, the cards underneath for those who are new, represents unconscious energy. So it can often be what's bubbling up underneath, what you may not even be aware of, what this person may not be aware of. And what they may not be aware of is there's this opportunity here. This is a big offer of stability, of commitment. But underneath, they're kind of like, yeah, let's start small. Baby step in it. And to this person, that may be perceived as being given breadcrumbs. So that's just something to keep in mind. For those of you who know what breadcrumbing means, I'm sure you'll say in the comments, yep. But then there's this message of love or apology. Page of Cups. It's sweet, it's endearing, it's warm-hearted and good-natured. Yes, apologizing. I feel it's a message of love to someone, to a single person, or a message of apology to a single person. It could be coming from a single person. The Nine of Pentacles, independent, stable, grounded, making their own way in the world. Nobody's helping them out. Very much an attractor, attracting to themselves that which they desire. They do struggle with regard to their love life, though, and that kind of keeps them perpetually single. Nine of Cups. I do feel now the Nine of Cups is happiness and contentment. There's the King of Pentacles. We are talking about, you're not in communication right now, though, because of this Knight of Wands. All right, so now I have this picture so far. I feel this masculine is offering a message of love or apology to the feminine who is presently single. Kind of saying in a way, you know, can't we return to the good old days, right? This is the return to the good old days. And then clarifying that, we've got the King of Pentacles to match the Queen. The King and Queen of Pentacles represent the life partnership here in the 3D, aka husband and wife material, right? Somebody you would settle down with and build a life with that Four of Wands being the beginning of the building of the life together. So I feel this masculine's offering a message of love or apology, a desire to be happy, and provide that stability that this feminine is looking for, that Ace of Pentacles. But right now, they're not in communication. You're not in communication. High Priestess, Pisces energy here, doesn't really communicate. Goes on their intuition, highly spiritual, very intuitive. Can also hide their feelings, though. And I feel that the lack of communication is involving this Knight of Wands energy, which is here from the past. That's what blew everything up. Moving right along to the feminine now, we have the World. Why is the World here? Endings and new beginnings, healing. Four of Cups and Four of... Yeah, I feel this is a brand... I feel very much... What did this say? Overcome any obstacle, rebirth. Yeah, new love. I feel this feminine is over with this. Because endings and new beginnings, in this case, we have healing, Four of Swords, followed by... We have 3 fours in a row. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is very, Four of Pentacles here is very stuck energy, very guarded, right? I'm watching my own back here. I'm holding what, you know, I'm holding my cards close to my chest. And the Four of Cups is like emotional detachment. It's kind of friend zoning somebody, disinterested. Yeah, Ace of Cups is being offered. This person's looking right past it. Yep. So I do feel with the 3 fours here, this is a feminine who is really working to reset the whole picture for themselves. Complete this cycle totally. Heal from it, reflect on it, grow from it. And then we got some guarded, stuck energy and some disinterest, emotional detachment, and possible friend zoning of this masculine. Temperance was in the past. See, I think this feminine really tried to balance out all this passion. Look, we have Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Sun. All the Sun is a Leo card. All fire energy. And this feminine, especially if I'm talking to a feminine Scorpio, working hard to temper that, to balance it. Because you're deep water, Scorpio. Yeah, there might have also been another person involved. Could have been a third party. That third party could be anything. Could be a person, could be a job, could be distance, could be kids, could be anything. But it could also be just too much partying. Like, I'm getting the energy here of somebody who was very much a good time Charlie and in it for, you know, shiz and giggles. And this feminine worked really hard to temper the energies. I do feel this is a feminine who is very much interested in being more stable and committed. Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant. Chariot. Moving on. Just moved on. Yes, made the choice. Lover's energy under the deck. I'm out. End of a painful chapter. Who am I talking about? Yep. Queen of Cups, Scorpio energy. I really feel I have a feminine Scorpio here that that this storyline is coming through for. For the vast majority of you, that's the scenario. This feminine made a choice, said, I'm done, I'm out. I want to be emotionally available for when the right person comes along. And there we have this feminine moving toward love. Wide open heart. Heart on their sleeve, very romantic, inspired, ready for love. I love it. Knight of Cups here. Present energy. Yeah, the healing will have to take place, but you can do that and date. Yes. Yeah. This is why you're like, if you're here as the feminine, this is why you're like, yeah, no, I'm not even looking at that because it's not real. It's not real. This is a masculine who's trying to kind of breadcrumb their way back, and this is a feminine saying, no, I'm moving on. I want the real thing. I want the real thing. Now, this could be moving on completely. It could be moving on emotionally and still being somewhat attached in a way that's very detached. You know, like when you just give someone the cold shoulder, you know, when you don't speak a lot and you hold your cards close to the chest and you kind of look past them. Yeah, that could be the same thing. It could just be a cooling off period in this connection for some of you, but for many of you, I feel, yeah, I do feel a move to calmer waters here. It is possible that some of you are getting, you know, just giving this a chance to cool off. For others of you, you're done with all this and you're moving on to something new or making yourself available for it. I say that because I see that 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, please. What is this feminine going to need to be patient for? It's going to be a new path. Patience as you choose a new path. 2 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. It will all happen in divine time. The choice has already been made here, feminine. The choice has already been made. That's what the Lovers was about. The world is very clear to me. This is an ending for this feminine, completion of a connection and moving forward, being emotionally available, moving to calmer waters, and now patiently awaiting divine time to kick in as you choose a new path. It's lovely. Well, I am still going to do an extended here. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the connection. Now, just so you know, if you are in the first scenario where this feminine is kind of just giving the cold shoulder to this masculine and there's a chance that in divine time you can reconnect, that's what those 3 cards will be looking at. If, however, you're here as the feminine who has closed the door on this masculine and is open to new love, what comes out in this section could be about who that person might be, what the dynamics might be. And then we'll do the energetic messages to each other and the advice from Spirit card, as well as outcome and timing. If you're interested, the link to the extended is below. And there's also a link there to the Priestess Lounge private Facebook group. There's one question you must answer. It's just checking a box. Check the box and you get approved. Please join us there. We're having a really good time. Very good energy, high vibration group there. And I do private readings and I have other fun stuff in store for people who join that group. So that's your invite. Take care, stay well and healthy, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye, Scorp.